Ah, hello everybody. I love that song. Had to listen through it twice. But I hope everyone's having a good day. Sorry stream is so late today. I have been absolutely exhausted from all the raid nights with Final Fantasy. It's weird because I'm going to sleep around the usual time that I used to always go to sleep anyway, but I guess just doing something mentally demanding before bed is just making me need so much more sleep. But let's switch to game view. And there's me. Nope, not America's. European server. We gotta finish this event, because I'm pretty sure today is the last day of the event. It'd be nice to have tomorrow too, because then I could actually do the last part, but
Captain on bridge.
as far as I know... Oh, freebie survey. I still have to do that on this account. Maybe I'll do it after. But I'm pretty sure if I look at the time on this, yeah, 8 hours. So, I'm gonna do the part of the story we're on. I did do the time thing already, the energized dailies. I did that yesterday. So I have a few more now. But that's not enough to fully charge this, and I'm pretty sure... This looks really short. I hope there's at least some cutscenes. But after this, if I'm not able, I'm assuming I won't be able to. If I'm not able to unlock the last part, because it's the last day, I did open up a video in a separate window, and I will watch through the final part, and I'll be reading it out. But before we start that, let me get my dailies done. That gives people time to find their way here. Let's see. This one. Yeah, I gotta do Honkai pieces. So well. I'm excited for the new Bronya suit. It seems really good. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it, but I'm gonna try. Get my daily set up before we go. That's better. And this one. That almost enough to do everything, but oh well. Good enough. Actually, that's probably gonna happen again, so let's finish these first. Gosh, I really need to get a new processor. It's kind of sad just how laggy the game feels right now. Like, just the menus. The gameplay is usually fine, but hopping through menus sometimes it feels like I'm going too fast and the game can't keep up. Oh, I'm still in line to promote. That's good, because that's one of the challenges I need to get done, is to promote to Red Lotus. Let's see, is that finished? Yep. Contributions. Do I have enough to buy? Nope. Farm shop hasn't reset either. Nope, that's tomorrow, I think. Oh, there's only one draw left. That's why it won't let me do two. There's just coins, and we're done. We are done the fake gotcha. Last day, last pull. I think it's the last day for this. I'll check. Yeah, 8 hours. Oh no, 8 hours for that one. It's second last day. Okay, so hopefully we can get this stuff done today, but if we can't, at least I'll still get the rewards, and then we can do the polls on another stream. When does this end? 2 hours. So probably like 2 hours, 20 minutes? Should be fine. We'll see. Checking something. But I don't think it's going to take 2 hours, 20 minutes to get through the event story. But again, I'm probably going to do Elysian Realm after all this. So, is that everything? Is this a fake achievement? Oh, real achievement. Achievement's still bugged. This account is just permanently bugged. This will never go away. Leave me alone. Do I have any better icons? Emblems. More lightning damage for 2022? Oh yeah, you don't get these until you're a higher level. I forgot that. I think you need to be level 70 to earn the rank icons. Oh well, I'll just leave it as it is. But I think that's basically all the dailies we need to do. I don't know if doing energized dailies really helps at all. I don't even remember what they reward. Oh, some currency for the event. And they'll make the event fights easier, so... You know, where are the bosses? Because the bosses... Oh my gosh. I did it again, guys. I did it again. My controller's not on. I'm so good at this. Let me open my controller driver. Let me turn on my controller. Then I gotta restart the game. Because that's just how Honkai is. And depending on if my controller's picked up... Okay, it is. Good. What's the battery like? 50%? Should be good? Question mark? But, also, still, if anyone knows what the song is for The Day You Vanish with the Stars, the menu theme, I'm not sure which soundtrack this is. I don't think it's on the Onward album, so maybe it's on one of the other albums and I just haven't found it. But I love all the music in this game. But let's just quickly restart the game because I am an idiot and didn't get my controller working first. Oh. Abnormal game environment. What? What? Okay, it looks like it's working this time. I think the game wasn't finished closing when I reopened it. It scared me though, because it warned me, it's like, oh, please restart your computer, and it's like, I'm streaming. I can't do that. I mean, I could do that, but I shouldn't do that.
Captain on bridge.
Okay. I have controller. Controller works. Now we go into the event. Yeah, I'm just gonna use up my dailies just so I get updated stats. Oh yeah, and there was a challenge we couldn't do last time because I didn't have this. The reduce HP recovery, so the boss was ridiculous. But let's just fight bosses. More interesting anyway. So, first boss.
希尔会和大家一起战斗的。预判吧，希尔。Fire！ 卡罗尔爆炸！依旧过眼拳！不许你伤害希尔的朋友！拜托了，另一个我真拿你没办法。
The dragon seemed a tiny bit tankier this time. Either my characters aren't wearing the right gear, or these actually scale up. And it's actually kind of interesting if they scale up, because that means it never is a joke, which is nice. But I swear I've had an easier time killing that before. 16? Yeah, sadly, so there's no way I'm getting to 100. Okay, what other bosses was there? That's not a boss. That's not a boss. That's a boss. And now let's check gear. That looks right. Yeah, everyone looks right, so I guess they just scale up, which is nice. Hello, Utopia. I still don't get why she starts so far in the corner. Have a time bubble. This definitely feels scaled up, so that's good. There's definitely been events they've done where the dailies don't scale up, so as you get further into the event, they just become a joke. I like this way better, if they become more difficult as you go on. Because they're giving you stat bonuses as you go too, so I don't want it to be too easy. No fun. But yeah, we're definitely not going to be able to do the last part. So, thankfully, I'll probably add the link to the description, honestly. But I found someone who, I think yesterday they posted the, they posted the last part of this event. I don't think there was any voice over it or anything like that. If I have to, I'll mute it, but... But I will read out loud from it. Charge attack, please? That was weird. I held down the button, just didn't happen. Thank you very much. Always the hope. Ugh. Oh, I think my body is screaming at me for my bad sleep schedule. Yeah, no more of the daily currency. But at least we got ourselves leveled up a bit. And honestly, what's in the shop? Might be able to buy, some of those. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish it. But here we are for the next part. I was wondering how they were gonna fit everything on one screen. They didn't. They made portals. So, we still have to do this fight, I think. I think this is the fight where the boss was just healing ridiculously fast. But before we do that, we can do that at the end. Pursuit, and then whatever the ending is. I would assumed it's named one of these two in the top left. But this looks like it's going to be a short one, unless this is a lot of cutscenes. There's a lot of space around here. Maybe they could put a bunch of little cutscene bubbles. Well, let's see what happens. Oh boy. Wait, this is when we went back in time? Really? Are you happy now? Happy? What do you mean? Words came out faster than my consciousness restored. This is the middle of the third part. My heart was racing like mad. I held my breath to avoid smoke in my nose. My fingers still ached from the electric charge, and screams, cries were lingering in my ears. Then everything went quiet. We're at the festival again. The noises rushed in, cries, laughter, shouts. The lively fair was reaching its height. Oh, I'm back. Back to a few hours ago on the dreamlike main street. The Star Pavilion still stood tall amidst the bustling streets, with dazzling flower lanterns dangling in the wind. I see. Previously, the pasts I went back to didn't have me in it, so it's more like a transfer. But this time, the past I've returned to had me in it, so my consciousness was directly overwritten on the old me. No, it's too soon to jump to conclusion now, but it does look very much like what I presumed. Slightly relieved, I didn't even notice I was holding something and subconsciously let go. Oh no, you dropped the candy! Ah, my osmanthus pudding. Hey, why did you drop them? That's when I saw all sorts of desserts dropped in the ground. Oh, sorry, I got carried away. Right, last time Kongmin did nag me for a lot of desserts. I couldn't stand your long face all the way, so I decided to tease you a bit. Your dopey face made me think you took it seriously, but now I know your mind wandered elsewhere. Red bean mochi, 3. Sweet keep halls, 3. The numbers are correct. I'll let you off the hook this time. Still, the jostling crowds, everything was exactly the same as last time. If I do nothing, history would only repeat itself. The Star Pavilion will explode. The streets will be consumed by fire. Before that happens, I must find the cause of the explosion. Don't you get her involved? Get her to help! Yes, I must do something, and only I can do something. I looked to Kongmin, who unfolded the paper cover of the freshly steamed mutton bun and began to enjoy it. I must alert Rita at the Star Pavilion, stop the prayers, and keep Kongmin away from the explosion. I began to recall everything that went down last time and think about how to lead Kongmin to safety tactfully. Lanterns, fabulous lanterns for just a few coins. As the parade fleet roamed by, thousands of lanterns lit up the sky like stars. The whole world had gone festive. Lanterns, right, lanterns. Kongmin, there's something on my mind. Oh, what is it? These lanterns look really nice, but I feel something is lacking. What? You expect them to fly like birds? Kongmin gave exactly the same answer as before. Well, that wouldn't be too hard, Captain. Are you up for a little challenge? Yes, what comes next starts with making a lantern. I guess. What is it? We'll make a lantern that can fly like a bird. For that we'll need some thin papers. I think we can find it at one of the stores. Thin papers and rosin can be bought from the streets, but bamboo threads can only be found outside the city. That's what I learned from the last time. Yes, we'll need thin papers, rosin, and bamboo threads too. We can buy thin paper and rosins here, but the bamboo threads can only come from the bamboo grove outside the city. Bamboo whittling. I can't remember the last time I did this. Captain, let's go and make some bamboo threads together. I tried to avoid her expectant eyes, for I knew I couldn't stay beside her this time. The explosion will take place in the city, and she will stay safely in the bamboo grove when it happens. No, splitting up makes faster progress. I'll get thin papers and rosin, while you whittle some bamboo threads. This way we can make more than one. When the prayers are over, we can fly our lanterns on top of the Star Pavilion. That's not a bad proposal from you. Good, we'll meet again at the city gate later. Oh, something tells me this isn't gonna go well. After I sent Kongmin off with my lingering eyes, I turned around and started to make for the Star Pavilion. Under the night sky, the lanterns of the tower wiggled like twinkling stars. I saw a guard walking out of the gate. Captain? Where's the Chancellor? Please follow me. Captain? Shouldn't you be in Her Majesty's company? What urgent business brought you here? May I have a word? Rita waved the guards off. Please speak your mind, Captain. You have my complete trust. Will you take my word for it if I say bombs have been planted in this building? This pavilion is for ceremonial purposes and heavily guarded. No one can set foot in without official permission. We'll find out if someone is broken in pretty soon. Captain's intel defies common logic, but then again, Captain yourself is someone surrounded by irregularities. And this time, I can't really say I'm surprised. You're a remarkable person, and I choose to put my faith in you one more time. Guards, warn Teresa-sama, evacuate the building and clear the streets. Captain, where's Her Majesty now? She's in the bamboo grove outside the city now. We planned to make lanterns out of bamboo before I came here. A sound plan. Her Majesty would be safer there with the protection of the Shadow Guards. While I can rest my worries and search the explosives here with the Captain. You don't have to stay here, Rita. The whole Empire is at stake. It's the call of my duty. But I'm greatly in your debt, Captain. You care deeply about the Empire and saved us all from destruction. Please accept my humble gratitude. Oh boy, what's gonna happen? Oh, that's the other thing, of course. Captain can't fight. We need someone. We need to play as someone. Use all the explosives hidden in the bottles. Ah. You know, this character's gameplay is fun when you have her ult. When you don't have her ult, it's kind of boring. Wait, did I just see another one over here? No, I think I saw the post for the bridge. There we go. There's those dealt with. There isn't much gameplay in this one though, so what's gonna happen in all the cutscenes next? And I mean, the fact that we have to charge Tesla one more time means technically we're supposed to go back in time again. So what goes wrong that we have to go back in time again? All explosives have been cleared. Much obliged for your assistance, Captain. But I still find it unusual. The explosives are in small numbers and not very well concealed. The strange thing is no one found out. 1 hour before the ceremony, I'd personally inspect the environment and equipment. It's unlikely I'd miss it. Strange. Rita's inspection should be enough to root out the explosives, even for the last time. This means the Star Pavilion is not going to explode itself, and... The horrible thought froze me and soaked my back with cold sweat. Think hard. I must have overlooked something important. The explosives we found are not nearly enough to shake the foundation of the Star Pavilion. Last time, the whole city was on fire. A horrifying view I wish I never have to see again. The wooden structures of the pavilion can indeed help the fire grow. Thinking back now, when the burned beam hit my back, I also heard a string of explosives. Among the screams and cries and desperate shouts for help. There are other explosives, it's a trap. Other explosives? You mean the ones we found are only a distraction? To drop our guard? Yes, and the explosives are very likely hidden in plain sight and overlooked by everyone. The city bell rang and I counted 9. Each sank my heart even deeper. Captain? I climbed onto the window frame and took a lantern from the eaves. The paper and bamboo threads looked normal. This lantern burns wax instead of rosin. But it's still common for lanterns of this type. To take a closer look, I blew out the fire. Break the wax slowly and carefully. Another guard took out a knife to carve out the outer layer. As white wax fell, a black fluid began to drip. This is not common wax, it's rock oil. Everyone was shocked in disbelief. Rock oil burns longer than wax, but it's also far more volatile and explosive. Someone replaced the wax with rock oil, purposefully and skillfully. Only the lower part of the candle was infused with rock oil. It takes a while before the top part burns out and detonate the lantern. And the explosion was timed to take place precisely when the celebration reaches its climax. Alert everyone, snuff out all the lanterns in the Star Pavilion and the whole city. Grand Chancellor, the citizens are being evacuated. Who is behind this? What is their purpose? The lanterns are our only lead, but there's no way to narrow it down. More lanterns at the fair than we can possibly count, and we can't track down every lantern maker in the city. Rita's eyes glittered on hearing lantern maker. Thank you for reminding me, Captain. Of all the craftsmen that came to Moon and Buria lately, there's one lantern maker that stands out. His lanterns have a novel looks and last longer than others. That's why he is exceptionally popular now. He can adjust the formula of the candle to control the burning speed. He can certainly make explosive candles and fit them into the lanterns for everyone to buy. Find the craftsman. Oh. I really wish this was longer. I don't like that this is only one step. Whoa. It does that every now and then, I've noticed. It just sometimes resets the menu. Okay, let's see what happens. The gleaming and glittering fair dimmed down. Guards were trying to restore order to the streets. Lanterns, fabulous lanterns for just a few coins. Peddling craftsman's voice sounded in an alley. The black cloak and black umbrella were unmistakable. He was surrounded with his back against the wall. Guards approached slowly with their spears, but the craftsman didn't seem to mind and walked to us casually. Wanna buy a lantern? The only Bagua lanterns in town. The wind blew by. The lantern turns with the wind, back and forth. Looks like no more business for me today. This is the last Bagua lantern, and you can have it. He flung the lantern at me, but I didn't catch it. A spear thrust through it, and rock oil began to drip from the tip. The lantern was a distraction. He tried to climb onto the wall, but a scythe got in his way. Rita came down from above, and the craftsman slid back to miss the scythe by a hair, but the edge met his face. No blood was spilled, only a human skin mask broke in half and fell down. Behind the mask there was another mask. Who are you? Who sent you? What's your purpose? Oh my god. How did I not put that together? How did I not realize that it was Grey Serpent? Or at least this world's version of Grey Serpent. A guy clad in black with a black umbrella. I should have known. I'm ashamed of myself. Big lore nerd doesn't even realize the obvious. I'm faceless and nameless. Never mind, we have 100 ways to make you talk, but I must warn you that they might hurt a little. I assume you have cleared all of the city. Pity that the fireworks I long to see are not happening today. You. But if you think that's my purpose, you cannot be more wrong. What? He suddenly burst into a fit of disturbing laughter. My purpose is like the Bagua lantern. Do not confuse the cause and effect. Quick, open his mouth. The guards swarmed to him, but it's too late. The craftsman's head drooped down and his breath went out. Search him. The guards came back with a sealed potion, and inside the potion it was a transparent liquid. A poison without color or order. A well-thought-out operation. Grand Chancellor, all of the lanterns in the city have been put out. The explosive lanterns are no longer a problem, and the craftsman is dead. This should be the end of it. A clear poison. With no color, taste, or odor. We've heard of this before. It was used on her once, and she just had food. Somehow the craftsman's last word unsettled me greatly. Grand Chancellor, we can't find Her Majesty at the city gate. Hongmin, right, I need to make sure she's saved. All uncertainties have been eliminated, but I still couldn't be relieved until I see her. Maybe Her Majesty's having a good time whittling bamboo and lost track of time. Captain, I'll go with you. There was poison in that food, wasn't there? Fuck. I want to check her combos before we go. During basic attack. Because I've tried doing charge attacks with her, but I didn't think I was doing it right. Can't ask you, apparently. Oh, can I ask you? Excuse me, we're looking for a little girl. She wears an orchid pin about this tall. I should think she went that way. Anyone else we can talk to? Nope, just random ghosts. So worried. Little girl who bought 2 sugar figures? She went that way. There's clearly a quest over there. I'm clearly going over there eventually. What? The dead end, Captain. This is not... It's not this way. But then why did that person say it was this way? A little girl in a dark dress. Oh, I remember. She went that way. I mean, we're also using very, very generic terms to describe her, so easy to understand people wouldn't know.
信吧，冰霜的主人。
Hello.
请相信我的能力。遵命。
Good. Back.
要喝杯茶吗，舰长大人？休息能消除疲劳。
And I just missed what they said. God dang it. I'm gonna assume they said to go this way. I keep forgetting the chat in this one isn't
准备就绪。
bubbles. I can't wait for it. Okay, she apparently went this way. So she went from one side of the town to the other? I'm pretty sure we left the other side of town last time. So many people. Where could Kongmin be? There was people on the other side of that bridge. Was she over there? I didn't see. The hour for fireworks drew near, but the crowds were rushing out of the city. Kongmin stood by the road on tiptoes, anxiously searching for Captain among the crowd. I wonder if this dress and the sky lantern can remind Captain of the past. What took him so long? Is he lost? I probably should go and find him. He's unbelievable. I might as well buy papers and rosin myself. I'm not waiting for him all night like a fool. She carefully protected the lantern and trudged against the panicked crowds, making her way to the Star Pavilion. Strange, all the lanterns went out. Why is everyone, excuse me, coming through? What happened? Where is Captain now? Ouch. Kongmin was too absorbed in her thoughts that she bumped into someone. Oh, sorry. Kongmin rubbed her forehead in embarrassment and stepped aside, only to be seized by the arm. Fuck. Gotcha. The low voice was only meant to be heard between them two.
Huh?
Even worse than the food. Intense pain spread from her chest and shot up every nerve to freeze her on the spot and halt her breath. You are... His face was familiar, but Kongmin couldn't put a name to it. The stranger walked behind Kongmin's back casually and whispered something in a low voice. What's he talking about? Why would it be? Kongmin felt her consciousness escaping her in drips and drabs. Impossible. The stranger laughed mockingly before disappearing in the crowd. Finally catching her breath, Kongmin found the world falling back from her in slow motion. Then she lost her balance and hit the cobblestone ground. She couldn't breathe. She couldn't move. Life was draining away from her while her brain still stumbled to function. A familiar figure came close. She couldn't see clearly, but she believed that's him. The flower lantern she had carefully protected along the way was lying on the ground, trampled and torn. Kongmin gasped desperately to catch her breath. Mr. Assassin. Run, it's dangerous. Fragmented memories began to flow through Kongmin's head. In these memories, there were always people by her side. People who protected her, spoiled her, and trusted her unconditionally. It's a shame I won't be able to see the fireworks this year. The bustling crowd merged with the stars into blurred but warm light, and the calling gradually faded away. I'm feeling warmer now. I'll rest a bit now. A jade potion fell down from the tower and broke, with the poison drops it contained seeping into the ground. The correction is done. Poisoning the wine won't be necessary now. He was planning this the whole time. On the tower, a man in black overlooked the city behind the rail. The right path leads to the right destination, and the wrong path leads to the wrong destination. We were brought by the path and share the path with her. Now our purpose has been fulfilled, and there's no reason for our existence anymore. The man in black sighed deeply and took off. People come and go, light brightens and dims. With a short bell chime, the man in black walked into the dark night and vanished. Meanwhile, countless men in black elsewhere in the world also vanished. Is it supposed to be like he's something trying to correct the order of the world? Like he's trying to make it so that time isn't messed with? Nobody knew when they came. Nobody knew when they were gone. The runes. It's so boring here, the runes. I should have brought more books. What? Stop it. I really miss those red bean mochi from Fang's sweet shop. And smiley face, the osmanthus pudding, lotus pie, golden milk tart, glacé plum, fish stuffed lotus bun, crab stuffed orange. It's a pity that I have to miss this year's lantern fair. Rita and Teresa must be performing the ritual on Star Pavilion at the moment. I'm so split because sometimes it sounded like it was Teresa's, but that one very much was Kongmin. So maybe these are all Kongmin. That one specifically was clearly when she was trying to fix the ritual to make sure that Hodo stayed sealed. Wires level 21. I have that. But yeah, unfortunately I won't be able to unlock the next one. I wish I could, but for some reason they felt the need to have multiple levels of time locking, which anyone that gets into game dev, never do that. Do not add multiple layers of the same thing that's meant to make something slower or not fun. Because then you get into situations like where I am. Because they had daily unlocks. Like each of these chapters, these time unlocks, I think they came out like every 2 or 3 days. But then on top of that, they added the daily thing. And so you run into the situation where you think everything's unlocked, but then they're like, oh no, you have to work for it. And you started too late, which is what happened to me. I started 1 day too late. If I had started the event a day earlier, I think I started last Friday. If I started on last Thursday, we'd be doing the last chapter today. But because of how they structured it, we can't. But we can do the extra thing. I really hope the last stargazing notes are in this video that I found. But let me set this up. Because as I said, I did find a video of part 5. Actually, I don't even know if this is part 5. This almost looks like it might be a part 6. Let me check if they have a previous video. We might be missing 2 parts. Don't play. Oh boy, we might have a lot more to look at than I thought if this is true. I don't know if there's any like voice or anything in these. I'm confused though. Let me look at the event. Because they had stuff down here and then another portal. Makes me wonder if I'm missing something, if I'm supposed to do all the EX stages to unlock something. I don't know. Let me... Oh boy, they have their video really loud. So this video looks like it's doing what we just did and then probably more. So let me full screen the video, turn on the display capture, and I'm gonna find where we finished off. Should be somewhere after this. Okay, so this is what ours looks like. So we've got like 45 minutes of video to watch, it looks like. Oh boy. Just one sec. The story's over. No, I personally can't finish the story myself. So because of that, I'm going to be watching videos of someone else doing the rest of the story. Because I've hit a wall and I can't continue. But we'll see. How does this person continue it? Because this is what ours looks like right now. They click Tesla, which opens up that bottom path. I wish we could do this ourselves. Oh my gosh, they are going so fast. I might have to pause. Are you happy now? Happy? You must be kidding me. Why? Why is it still ended this way? With all the explosives disarmed, how come I failed again this time? Captain. Captain? Hongmin. I stared at her blankly and somehow my eyes became sore. I'm back again. The same street. The same view. The laughter and the peddling words seemed to hurt my ears, and the blissful festive... Gosh darn it. This person needs to chill. Seemed to hurt my ears, and the blissful festive sight made my eyes ache. The murderer is somewhere out there, lurking in the crowd. Captain, you're hurting me. I just realized I'd been holding Hong's hand so tight that her delicate hand began to redden. Sorry, I didn't mean it. I know. What happened? I didn't know where to start. When I finally fought my way through the crowd and reached Kongmin, she was lying in her blood pool, gasping painfully and urging me to leave. The killing dagger was right beside her, with its black blade fully bathed in blood. I saw blood welled from her fatal wound and tried everything desperately to stop it. I pressed my forehead. My swelling, aching head couldn't seem to shake the sick crimson off my eyes. Captain, are you all right? No, it's not the time for rest now. We must leave. Hongmin, follow me. Wait, where are we going? I had no time to explain. The only thing that mattered was to take her away to somewhere safe. I feel like he's gonna screw up again. But where's safe after all? Captain, is the Empire looking at yet another catastrophe? We must get out of here. Captain! She suddenly stopped. Captain, you must be exhausted after all that's happened. Yes. For as long as I could remember, you've always stood by my side through the most trying times. Be it Hodo or the missing soldiers, you carried everything on your back and kept me in the dark. But you don't have to. I'll always be there for you, and I wish to share your... What was it? I wish I could go back less than 10 seconds. You carried everything on your back and kept me in the dark. But you don't have to. I'll always be there for you. I wish I'd to share your burdens. No matter what the future has in store, you can tell me and we can get through it together. No, you won't believe it. After all that's happened, I doubt I'd be easily surprised. I can entertain even the most ludicrous possibilities. What if I say I've been through what's going to happen many times? I'd believe it. Don't tease me anymore. I can barely make myself believe. How can you trust me so blindly? Well, I've never ruled out the impossible, but more importantly, I choose to believe you rather than what's logical. So please be open to me, Captain. Is there danger at the fair? Did someone plant explosives? Yes, but that's only the half of it. Too many eyes and ears here. Let's talk somewhere in private. I took Kongmin to a quiet alley where we could observe... Gosh darn it! This guy is too fast. Let's talk somewhere in private. I took Kongmin to a quiet alley where we could observe the streets. Kongmin, beware the crowd. A moment later, a craftsman holding a black umbrella will pass by selling his lanterns. A lantern vendor. Yes, he changed the candle formula and replaced the wax with rock oil. Rock oil? Isn't it something highly explosive? Right. The special candle has wax at the top with rock oil at the bottom. It takes a while for the lantern to explode. Right now, these lanterns are around the city, and even some fitted at the Star Pavilion come from the craftsman. Is he planning to destroy the whole city? Just like you said, someone is trying to sabotage the fair. And the lesson from the last time is to put out all the lanterns and evacuate the city. I finally said it. I wasn't sure if it's the right thing to do, but at least I wouldn't be alone this time. So you found the solution. Well then, what's the other half of it? Someone will try to assassinate you at the fair. I chose the words carefully, trying not to shock her, but to my surprise she sighed in relief. Oh, that's it. You don't believe me? No, I believe you, wholeheartedly, but assassinations belong to the lowest level of hazards in my book. You can't be serious, right? I'm no stranger to hired blades aimed at my throat. I've grown used to it. Kongmin waved her hand and two men walked out of the shadow. Unlike uniformed guards, they were dressed in festive outfits and could easily pass as ordinary fairgoers. Hidden in plain sight, the formidable shadow guards who only answer to the Grand Cirrus. You've heard the captain. One of you alert Rita now, and the other one stay here on close watch. Aye. The two returned to the shadow like they were never out in the light. The shadow guards should have been able to keep Kongmin out of harm's way, but she was still stabbed the last time. Captain, are you sure the craftsman will pass by? Yes, I'm sure. A parade boat carrying several meter-tall lanterns slowly floated by, provoking many wows from the crowd. Weird. Why hasn't he shown up? It's about time. I say we wait no more and seek him out. Maybe something unexpected. What? It's too fast. I say we wait no more and seek him out. Maybe something unexpected happened and he stalled him. Maybe he's a shadow guard and you just told him. Something unexpected. In theory, everything that comes next is identical to what I experienced before. Why would he change his route? There's no reason for him to do so. Something must have happened. Something that messed up the timeline. Like Kongmin not being in the same spot and he was going for Kongmin. I began to search my memory. I had a habit of noticing small things, and it proved to be very helpful this time. What's different this time? Differences lead to more clues, and relying too much on assumptions rather than facts doesn't end well. We should act now, Captain. Kongmin, are you thinking? Yes, let's seek out the suspect together. Ugh, my wrist hurts, sorry. No, you'd better leave it to the guards and return to the Imperial Citadel. We can't take this lightly. The best plan is to return immediately, and do not give the enemies any chance. putting the whole city and its people in danger while I hide in the hole. This is not my way. I know you care about the citizens, Kongmin, but now is not the time to play the hero. You're in great danger, and our enemies are lurking in the dark. You could die any minute. Only my life matters, and the thousands of souls in the city do not count. I understand someone is trying to take my life, and that you're doing everything to stop it from happening. But to capture the craftsman and protect the city are the weight of my crown. With my people in grave and imminent danger, how can I possibly put my heart at ease? I appreciate everything you've done, but please respect my duty and conviction. Besides, I still have you by my side, and you once promised to stay by my side no matter how hard it is in the Hodo battle. I now ask you to fulfill your promise, Captain. Hongmin reached out her hand. After long hesitation, I took her hand. I'm not leaving you to act alone, so this time, I'll give it all to ensure your safety. I'm counting on it, Captain. Let's go and meet the Lantern Peddler. Okay, let's see how this goes. I might skip through bits of it, because it's not actually me playing. What is different? Muddy footprints? Let me ask around. This is so weird. Oh, they ran right by the person they had to talk to. It's over there! It's over there, friend! It's funny watching a video and it's not me. Excuse me, would you happen to know anything about these muddy footprints? These footprints? They're from a lantern vendor. He left these when he suddenly came out of the bushes. I knew it. Yeah, Teresa's cute. I love Teresa and in this story Kongmin. As much as Kongmin is supposed to be shown as being like cold-hearted, she's really caring and kind. Oh, and then combat. Jeez, that has a bigger radius than I thought it did. Okay, let's skip it. Skip some of the fight. Okay. Follow the blue dots. It's funny watching someone else do it. Oh, more enemies. Let's do this fight. Okay, wait, did the quality just drop? Stay at max quality. Oh no, the video quality just is at that, okay. Muddy footprints. Oh, they noticed this time. They didn't run away. The lantern seller did pass me. But he was kinda weird. He was in such a hurry that he wasn't even chanting. More muddy footprints? Muddy footprints. Let me ask around. Let me guess, the guy right in front of it. I'm looking for that lantern seller too. He knocked over my syrup cauldron. He's gotta pay me back. Oh my gosh. So this guy's panicking, trying to catch her. Looks like the craftsman did go this way. Oh, and that's the end of the gameplay. Okay, let's see. What's gonna happen? Hongmin and I took the stairs up. According to the vendors, the craftsman is up to something. Noise from that side. Over there? Behind the corner, we found the craftsman. With his back facing us, he knelt down to finish the man laying on the ground with his dagger. The man on the ground was powerless and ready to meet his end. It's a shadow guard, isn't it? Stop. Hongmin hurled her fan at the craftsman's head. He sidestepped to evade. Gosh darn it. I really wish this person would take more time with the dialogues. He sidestepped to evade and stood up. I found the dying man to be the shadow guard sent to alert Rita. Looks like everyone is here. Yep. And that's why the Shadow Guards never helped. Because if this is like the real Grey Serpent, there's an infinite of him. He just got thousands of clones. A few rounds later, Kongmin drove the craftsman into the corner. He suddenly burst into eerie laughters. His human skin mask cracked to reveal a more disturbing mask underneath. Who are you? I'm faceless and nameless. You tried to murder my shadow guard and spread explosive lanterns in the city. What are you up to? If I let this messenger boy through, I'd be the one lying. Ah! Gosh darn it! Stop going so fast. Grumpy with this person now. I'd be the one lying on the cold ground now. The craftsman took out a lantern, and I knew it's meant to be a distraction for him to escape. Kongmin, stop him. I picked up a stick to deflect the lantern, while Kongmin darted ahead and knocked the dagger off his hand. Though cornered with no way to run, the craftsman remained unusually calm. I suggest you surrender yourself and save us the trouble. Kongmin signaled the Shadow Guard following us to come forward. We outnumber you 3 to 1. The odds are hopelessly against you. Oh, if you only knew. Well, I beg to differ. Something came from behind without thinking. I put myself behind Kongmin and blocked the attack. I heard the sound of my flesh rent open by a blade. Blood spilled out, but I almost felt no pain. Every bit of me was focused on the dagger. I remember the dagger, the one used to stab Kongmin the last time. You've betrayed Emberia and it's punishable by death. Ah, it is Shadow Guard. One of the Shadow Guards was one of them. So what? The Shadow Guard lifted his mask and revealed the black mask underneath, identical to the craftsman's. Now the odds have turned against us. The craftsman might be easy to handle, but the Shadow Guard... Are you alright, Captain? Just a scratch, no worries. I'm leaving my back to you, Mr. Assassin. Fucking Grey Serpent. Impressive. Now try this. Put it down. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna skip through most of the fighting. Oh, they're not even doing the charge attack. Oh, froze. Okay, there we go. It froze for me too, so I don't know if that was just the recording. Maybe their computer was struggling to record this. See the last one? Okay. But yeah, I will link these videos that I'm watching in the description, just because it's fair. Sorry. My dad's leaving, so he said bye. Let's see. Fireworks is the next one, oh boy. With all his shurikens deflected, the craftsman took a fatal blow from Kongmin and went out. The Shadow Guard's unexpected moves took Kongmin and me by surprise and proved to be difficult to beat. The stabbing pain intensified and I felt strength draining away with cold sweat. Your partner won't be able to help you now. Life is death, and in death we live. Such is our destiny. Kongmin dashed ahead to strike the Shadow Guard's heart, but he pulled the craftsman's body to block the attack. Shielding yourself with your partner's corpse, I wonder how would he feel if he came back to life. I believe your partner would gladly block for you too in his death. The Shadow Guard flashed behind Kongmin's back for a lightning-fast slash. Captain, I blocked it. Don't worry, I'm fine. You're distracted. You have a weakness. You can't beat me. We'll see about that. It was then I realized the dying shadow guard on the ground was missing. The cold black dagger came again at Kongmin. I meant to block it, but my body felt heavy and clumsy as a rock. That's enough. The shadow guard froze as Rita's scythe had come less than an inch from his neck. Scores of guards approached, and the shining spear tips around him meant any rash move would forfeit his life. You've lost, traitor. Who is your master? I'm doing no one's bidding. My mission is to correct. Poison in his mouth. The guards came close to clamp his mouth open, but it's too late. You reap what you sow. No escape from consequences. With a final grim laugh, the shadow guard lost his breath. Sorry, Your Majesty, I came late. I was making preparations for the prayers. If not for the gravely wounded shadow guard who came to alert me, you came at the right time. The wounded shadow guard, so he fled while we fought the masked men and warned Rita. The guards carried the 2 bodies out of the alley, and some of them stayed to address my wounds. The wounds are patched up, thank goodness. They missed the fatal parts, but Captain still needs to visit a doctor. Are you alright, Captain? Just some stings, don't even hurt. Oh right. The lanterns at the Star Pavilion have rock oil inside, Rita. Rest assured, Captain. All of them were put out, and the explosives were cleared. Teresa is evacuating the city. I've prepared a carriage for you and Her Majesty. We're gonna get jumped. Good. Ah, dang it! Stop going so fast! Good. Captain, can you still walk? Don't worry for me. I'm a tough guy. Kongmin spoke no more and quietly helped me get on the carriage. It just occurred to me that the bloodstains on me might startle everyone. Seeing their former Grand Cirrus in such a sorry state might cause a public panic. That can be taken care of. We can stop by the tailor's shop and buy a new dress. It's right ahead. Oh boy, the lanterns on the street went out one by one. Guards rushed around leading the panicky citizens to evacuate. Luckily, the tailor's shop was still open. Rita came back to the carriage with a new dress in hand. Would you excuse yourself for a moment while Her Majesty changes inside, Captain? Oh, of course. Your Majesty, please allow me to change for you. No need, Rita. I'll do it myself and just wait for me outside, will you? That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing she could do. The curtain was drawn, and Rita got outside the carriage, too. Thank goodness Her Majesty and Captain set the Shadow Guard to warn me, or else the city would burn now. Is he alright? The doctors are tending him now, but the hasty run worsened his wounds. He may never be a Shadow Guard again. For his loyalty, I would ask Her Majesty to grant him fortune and status. He deserves this. But Captain, how did you know there's rock oil in the lantern candles? I was about to explain when a huge explosion came from the building behind, and fire sprang at us. Rattled by the sudden boom, the horses began to charge ahead like mad, with her in the carriage. My hand acted before my brain and grabbed one of the beams of the carriage, but only to be flung off soon. Kongmin is still in the carriage. You two, block the carriage. Kongmin, get out of the carriage now. Behind me were burning houses and people crying for help, while in front of me the carriage ran wild and far. It's on fire. The fire is too big, not enough water. Guards, spread out to fight the fire and send a team for water. We must stop the fire to get the fireworks shops. Let's get to the carriage, Captain. The carriage left a path of chaos as it trampled across the city. Residents fled. Gosh darn it! This guy doesn't give enough time to read. Ay ay ay. Residents fled their burning houses in great panic. Many people here. The disoriented crowds began to slow us down. Rita leaped onto the roofs and began to pick up her speed. Through the fire, I saw a black figure with a black umbrella blocking Rita's way. The law of consequence bends for no one. You're trying in vain to stop the inevitable. Get out of my way. The swinging scythe passed right through the man, and he vanished in a puff of smoke. Grand Chancellor, the carriage is running out of the city. Don't lose it. The ruts look messy. The carriage may have lost control. Some wood chips. Maybe the carriage hit a rock here. The carriage should be right ahead. It took us long to finally find the carriage. The wounded driver was lying on the ground, and the horses broke loose. Seems like it rolled over at the hill and took heavy hits. The driver is dead. Fear grasped me by the throat and I couldn't breathe. Rita, have you found Kongmin? She's not in the carriage, and not in the river. Maybe she escaped before the collision. Let's keep searching. Her Majesty couldn't be far off. This is definitely a sort of time paradox that they're getting punished for changing history. But I mean, if this is part of the canon, like MiHoYoverse, if this is part of the Sea of Quanta, is Grey Serpent like a force of nature? Is he just someone, like a weird mutation that wants to correct the order because he notices it's wrong? Or is there something more going on with Grey Serpent? Because we know Grey Serpent, and as far as we know, Mobius went into the Sea of Quanta. Are they messing with bubble universes and time? Oh, whoops. There you go. It was paused, didn't screw anything up. Look for traces of Kongmin. As usual, I'll just skip this dark red liquid. Probably blood. Is it blood? You can't go that way. I'll skip combat stuff if I have to, but yeah. Combat's not gonna have any interesting dialogue. This pendant looks exactly the same as the one on Her Majesty's dress. Looks like we're heading in the right direction. Did she head back towards town? They haven't used that lower area yet. Near the tree. Yeah, it's down near the trees. Interact with it, you! This is Her Majesty's hairpin. Too quiet. The dark woods were deadly quiet, and the deeper I reached, the more eerie it felt. Kongmin, Kongmin. No reply. No one but us two in the grove. Here, a fan. That's Her Majesty's. She bought it from the fair some years ago, and she always keeps it around. Her Majesty should be very close. The blue folded fan with gold trims on the bamboo skeleton, the Imberia on the fan was clearly Kongmin's writing. The night sky was suddenly lit up by the stashed fireworks. The bamboo grove became bright as day for a second, and in the short second I saw... Wait. Small story mistake they made. They just said we found her fan. Her fan's beside her in this picture. MiHoYo. She was poisoned, probably. Unless she was stabbed and they just didn't want to show it. Gosh darn it. I know in Chinese culture they don't like showing blood and gore, so it's entirely possible she was stabbed. They just didn't put it there. She was leaning against a rock and gazing up into the sky with the fan by her hand. She felt cold, and the light in her eyes had gone out. Kongmin, wake up. Can you hear me? Wind rose and bringing the rhythmical firework explosions and cries for help from the city. The night sky became a massive garden filled with dazzling blossoms of fireworks. Light blinded my eyes, the world went still, and my blood was frozen. No. Kongmin, Kongmin, Captain, please stop now. Her Majesty can never answer you again. No, this can't be. Darkness devoured me. No light in my world, nowhere to run. I was completely lost. Tesla Zero. I stumbled ahead, but no matter how far I ran, the future I longed for remained a mirage. Did it say I could never reach? The mirage I could never touch. My body became heavier and heavier until my legs defied the will to move. But I can't stop yet. Not here. Not now. Yeah, and another new zone. Okay. 1 sec. Let me go back to the original video I found. I noticed that they had more, so I had a feeling that I didn't quite have it right. But let's see. This one's 20 minutes. I'm back. What should I do now? Think harder. Explosions. I must stop the explosions. I don't know what caused the explosion. I have no time. At least I could stop Kongmin from getting into the deadly carriage. Kongmin, follow me to get out on foot. We can't stay here. There'll be explosions. Help! I couldn't move my leg now. Teresa, why would she be here? We need to help her. Stay here, I'll go help her. No one is dying on me this time. Is this blacked out because I don't know if they got a bug, or if this is blacked out because you're just rushing through possibilities, like maybe the captain went back multiple times. Supporting pillars are about to give in. Come out now. Watch out, Captain. Are we gonna get a bunch of pictures like this of different ways they've died every time we tried? I lived this time, but they died to save me. What can I do? How can I change this bloody fate? What if I tell Kongmin to get into the carriage earlier? This time anchor located, Tesla 0 charging. Charging complete, initiating transfer. Is Tesla 0 gonna break? Yes, I can tell her to get into the carriage before the explosion. Run, don't look back. This time I decided to stay by her side. The horses weren't rattled, and the carriage left the city uneventfully until we got into the bamboo grove. I heard the carriage rustling the bamboo leaves, and covered by the rustling was the swooshing of arrows. I got in front of Kongmin to block the arrows. That's the only way I knew to protect her. But one arrow still flew past me and hit her. Even for someone who experienced no small amount of impossible, I still found it beyond belief. It's simply uncanny, like the enemy knew there would be this tiny opening exactly at this exact moment. I've failed again. Space-time anchor located. Tesla 0 charging. Charging complete. Initiating transfer. Can I just say, I can't imagine. Could you imagine being hurt, battered, watching people you cared for die time and time and time again, and you're doing nothing but trying to save their life just to watch them die again and again and again? It's a similar idea to RE0. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's what inspired this. MiHoYo are very open about the fact that they're weebs. They love anime. And I mean, they called it Tesla 0. But, oh my god. I couldn't imagine going through this. How many more times must I try? I began to realize that some intangible force was holding me back all along, but I didn't know what it was. It's like I was fixing a leaking umbrella. One hole was patched up and another would form. I was playing a game that had spun out of control. If I could somehow get the whole picture from a high point, there might be a way to beat the game. Yeah, that's Honkai for you. Just pain. Pure pain. But I was hopelessly trapped and had to play my part in the game. Yes, instead of the player, I'm merely a pawn in the chess game. Who's playing this game? Are there other observers? Would they feel bored when the game has come this far? They might be able to see in a glance the ending that I have to take thousands of steps to get to. I don't know how the story ends, or if the story has any ending at all. I nearly forgot initially my purpose was to return to Hyperion, but it doesn't matter anymore. If there are observers watching this game, what would they say about all the things I've done? His stupidity is off the chart. How could he fail such a simple task? If I were him, if he had done that, things would have turned out differently. Why can't he save everyone? Sure, they won't approve of me, and they have every reason to do so. I finally realized that I am not the Mr. Assassin who could make everything happen in your eyes. You put your faith in the wrong person, and I failed you. How mean. Whoa. Oh, gosh dang it. Going back a little. This guy going too fast. I'll pause it at that part. Why would I save you? Elephant in lane 5, advancing by 7. Captain, you have lost. What's Mr. Assassin doing now? When would fate bring us together again? Now, it's dangerous. Please, Mr. Assassin. Tesla Zero rebooting. Warning. Oh no. Initiating system. Wake up. Restoring speech module. Is she gonna have an answer? Is she gonna know what to do? Oh my god. I've experienced the future with you, but I have never witnessed your past. At that time, you chose to shoulder the destinies of others just like what you're doing now. You have been forced to repeat the past over and over again. You're still in pain, but you have never forgotten your pain. And I have finally come to your past to give you your arduous journey through world fragments. A starting note. Cry if you feel the pain. Just cry like a toddler, let it all out. Don't fear your pain. It saved you from something even more horrible, numbness. It's because you no longer play a part yourself. You only observe now, like me, watching the horrors that you've undergone. But if you wish to understand humanity, you can't just be an onlooker. You have to stand right next to them and try to see what they are looking at. That was what you told me in the distant future. Now I try to stand beside you. What do your eyes tell you now? I think that's what it said. If there are other onlookers at this moment, they must be expecting something of you. They expect you to bypass even more tragedies until you reach a happy ending where everyone is safe and sound. They do not know or care about what you have been through. What you have lost and found time and time again are little more than... Oh, dang it, I have to go back for that one. I'm trying to go back by frame instead of 10 seconds, but it's too slow. I'll go back 10 seconds. I didn't want to interrupt the song that much. What you have lost and found time and again are little more than tall tales to them. Tales whose endings they think they know. But is what they believe the truth? That's a fucked up one to show again. This story is not about deliverance. Its ending is constantly being modified, with new rifts emerged therewith. And you are the one who keeps trying. Can I just say the lanterns are kind of... This is almost painful to see, because the lanterns represent every time you went back in time. And if I remember right, this is the 6th lantern, which is how many times you play through going back. But then you look at all those lanterns in front, The amount of times the captain apparently went back over and over again to try and fix this final few hours. Oh, and reliving the pain. Persistence alone won't help you accomplish. Ah! Why is it so fast? Hate it. At least this time it's a video, so I can rewind. Persistence alone won't help you accomplish the impossible. And miracles won't happen merely because you believe so. We both know that. Even if you strived for it, it's still beyond your current reach. But here I am offering you an opportunity to break away from the hopeless situation, which is the meaning of my existence here. I still want to know who made Tesla, and why she's able to do what she does. Oh my god, if she was made by future Kongming, that's messed up. Are you alright, Captain? It's Kongming's room. Where did I wake up the last time? After my many times of teleportation, it's taking longer and longer for me to regain consciousness. But I'm getting close now. At least I could make sure Rita and Teresa won't die for the last few times. Almost there. Only have to keep Kongming alive now. This time, I'll... Captain, you passed out all of a sudden, and I couldn't wake you up anyway, so I told the guards to carry you back. Why would you do that? Why didn't you listen to me? What? I told you if I passed out, you had to wake me up on the spot, no matter what. I tried, but you were like a rock. It took too long, and I became worried. What time is it now? How much have I lost? The paths and conditions all changed. Forget it. Do as I said. Take the alley behind the sugar figure stand. Stay 5 minutes in the textile shop before... Why? It's crazy how you try so hard to do this. You try so hard to save someone that you kind of lose sight of what you're doing. Like, he's just being such an ass. The captain is being a complete ass to Kongming. And he has the best of intentions, but I don't think he even realized just how bad they're being. Don't ask why, just do it if you wish to live. Captain, did you have a nightmare? Enough talk now. You should rest well. I'll have the handmaiden bring you an ice pot to cool down the chamber. She took a towel to help me wipe off the sweat. Don't touch me. Stop looking at me like that. I came back, and it means I failed again. I couldn't take it. I can't bear your eyes, your expecting eyes. Mr. Assassin. I'm not your Mr. Assassin. The Mr. Assassin in your memory can do everything, but You know how many Kishi nights have I been through? How many times I've watched you disappear? I'm afraid. Afraid to meet your eyes when I wake up again. Afraid to run into another dead end. I want to run away from this, but where to? Running is a choice I don't have. What am I saying? Why am I saying this? Did I say this to her before? Is that why Kongming and Rita end up on the Hyperion? Do we run away? Is that the only solution we come up with? You have a choice. You can always give me up and shake off the nightmare. Without me, Rita and Teresa would still take good care of you. You could this person needs to chill on the clicking. Would still take good care of you. You could erase me from your memory and live happily. Live happily without you? If you give me up now, I'd never hold any grudge against you. I never did. In the distant past, if it wasn't for you, I'd have died in the woods. But I know you can't possibly stay by my side every step of the way. I need to rely on myself and become stronger. Then you showed up again and warned me about Hodo. You risked your life to distract Hodo for me. You found the missing troops and you set the table for the 3 kingdoms to cease fire and reach a deal. You found the connection between the explosive lanterns and the craftsman, and the traitor among the shadow guards. Anyone could have done this. Not anyone can travel in time. It's you who saved me from certain death time and again. You still have no faith in yourself after everything you've done for me. Yes, every time you could only take one small step ahead and make one small change. But it's a gigantic mistake to admit defeat and deem yourself worthless because you haven't reached the final goal. You don't have to comfort me. This is no excuse for my failure. She's awake. I refuse to see it as failure. How many times now? How many time travels? I've lost count long ago. Please notice that that's Tesla talking. I answered this question without thinking and immediately realized something was wrong. Miss Iron Fist, you're awake? After a moment of silence, Miss Iron Fist spoke alongside the electric buzz. She yawned deeply, jumped out of the giant palm, and adjusted her glasses. Good timing, you're still alive, fortune teller. I have to warn you, though, you'd never be able to reach the future you look forward to if you tear me apart. Fortune teller? Oh, Skipper, you're here too. She sounded arrogant and funny, but in her cold mechanic voice I sensed a trace of emotion. Never mind. It would take less time to search the records myself. Did I mute it? Or did it... No, it just went quiet. Okay. I've been running on low power, but the background modules were still functioning and keeping records. Are you serious? You've rewritten the past this many times. You're the biggest tryhard I know. Oh, don't get me wrong. I mean the future. You who set the threshold number of consciousness mapping. Threshold number? Future me? Wait, what are you talking about? It's all calculated. He left me here to point out the direction for you when you're desperate. But the wake-up is conditional. The future you set a threshold number of consciousness mapping to trigger my wake-up. So you're the final insurance the future me left? Correct, but if somehow you give up before reaching the threshold, I'd still be asleep now. But why? The future me should know better than to trust me. He set too high a target for me. Your future self had faith in you. That's him being naive. He somehow still believes the past him who has failed so many times can still make it. He expects that you can find a completely different path than his, however small the chance is. A different path? What? That sounds super lame to me. Only an idiot can come up with that. I'd say it's a very characteristic of you. Miss Iron Fist, maybe you could explain to us everything we've been through now. Everything? It's all started with the 3 years when Fortune Teller was away and Hodo broke the seal. The runes were damaged and Golem the Wish Granter too, but instead of being disabled completely, it went into hibernation. As a compensation mechanism, a self-driven management program was activated intact in its stead. Self-driven management program, is it? Yes. It's the true enemy that has tried and succeeded in eliminating Fortune Teller on every timeline. But why does it hold such strong hostility against me? It's the golem that granted me immortality. Why would the program act against its will and try to undo the wish? Remember what I said? Things began to fall apart in the 3 years you were away. At that time, you were not in this world. Before your return, the program had indexed and archived the profiles of everyone who'd been granted a wish. Thus you became an anomaly in the system, an unidentified individual not meant for this world. Oh, that's... And the men in black? They're mass-manufactured agents to enforce the directive, erase you, the anomaly, from the system. Was that low battery their phone? I'm gonna assume that was whoever recorded this' phone. It's beginning to make sense now. The assassin reminded me of someone serving the last Corsair Queen in the Jormungand. The man who addressed himself as the Messenger. He should have died in the fray with the Jormungand throne. My calculations are right. His death is simply an improvised play to distract attention. He's probably the incarnation of the pre-hibernation golem to roam freely in the world. In contrast, the men in black you met were simply mindless machines to execute the elimination order. If you told the truth and the program's goal is to wipe... Stop going so fast. Okay. If you told the truth and the program's goal is to wipe out Kongmin, then why would the Corsair Queen, Arc Imperator, Rita, and Teresa also die on the timelines I've traveled to? For the program, everything in this world is but data, and eliminating the anomaly containing collateral damage to other data is not a priority for it. Of all the endings, isn't there one where I can live? No, not in my simulations, and the skipper's experience is also factual evidence. The thing is, the program's directive is binary. If it deems it impossible to erase the anomaly, it may resort to the ultimate solution: reset the whole world. What? This is ridiculous. Ridiculous? Well, the golem in the ruins is ridiculous enough. Have you ever thought about it? Maybe itself is the greatest anomaly in this world. Huh? Never mind, you wouldn't understand anyway. That is true. I was wondering that before, but what the hell is that golem? Because as far as we know, this is just a bubble universe. And if that thing has the power to grant, like, any wish, is it some sort of imaginary construct? Like some really old imaginary construct that's detached from the tree? It's just trying to maintain order in this bubble? That's enough explanation for you. Let's focus on the problem at hand. Is there really a solution? You said it before. The program will not rest until it achieves its goal. No, Captain. There's a solution. What? Fortune teller, you're smarter than I calculated. I didn't expect you to be able to think outside the box. The only way to keep myself alive is to leave this world, right? Leave? You're saying I should bring her on board the Hyperion? That's the only way. Fortune teller, leaving this world would count as mission accomplished for the program. But can you really do that? What exactly are you? There seems to be some misunderstanding. After all, I am but a man-made item. I'm not the cause of your consciousness mappings. It's all you. Me. It's one of the gifts of the captain, I guess, because we know that the captain made the Hyperion, but until now, you have not yet grasped the true nature of the Hyperion sailing on the Sea of Quanta. Built by your memory, it's the manifestation of your power and the path leading to tomorrow. I'm not the game changer you wished me to be. I'm merely left here to help you change the game yourself. What's mission impossible for you now might be possible for the future you, the one who built this timeline loop and sent the past self into the future of you. That still makes me a pawn on the chessboard, but the one playing the chess game is also me, the future me. Yes, the game is meant for the future you to beat the ill fate in this world. But you were not made into a pawn by anyone. Instead, you chose to be part of the game willingly. But if you wish to understand humanity, you can't just be an onlooker. You have to get close and study carefully, which is what the captain's done in these side quests, these side stories. You said this to me in the distant future, and that future is built by both you and the future you. You keep saying there's nothing you can do, but you've only been doing one thing: to return to the past and walk back to the darkness. Dang it. I'm sorry I keep having to rewind. I don't want to miss things. I have the luxury of doing it now. That's the only way to reach the light. You chose to throw yourself back into the darkness time and again. Once wasn't enough, so you tried 10 times more, hundreds of times more. It's your tireless attempts that awakened me. You chose to become the future you. You chose this future. I see. Good. Before you fully understand the nature of your power, you won't be able to travel across the bubble universes. Okay? That's why I'm here, to stabilize and amplify your power. Fortune teller, what's on your mind? It doesn't seem like I have a choice, does it? I've never wished to rule Imburia to begin with. Duty and honor pushed me to the throne, but if I have a choice, I'd rather become an explorer roaming the realm. Thousands of years can turn anyone insane. If not for Rita, I'd probably be known as the Mad Empress now. We saw that. I mean, according to Miss Ironfist, this program would stop at nothing to eliminate my existence. I've watched this world for 1,000 years, but still, there are views here I'd like to see again someday. Leaving this world is the best thing I can do to protect it. So you've made up your mind. But Rita, I know what's on your mind, but even with my amplification, Skipper cannot take 2 people away from this world. The enforcers of the program might find you any minute. Time is running out. If you can leave before the program intervenes, Emberia will still be able to enjoy a wonderful night. Looks like I'll miss the fireworks show tonight after all. Kongmin and I gently pushed the door open and found Rita taking a nap by the desk with scrolls. Dang it! Stop it! Again, I'm sorry. Kongmin stood by the door for a long while, and eventually took a wooden blanket to cover Rita up. She stood by Rita and quietly watched her. We're not waking her up? Shh. Kongmin reached out her hand, but eventually took it back. This will suffice. She watched. I'm really tempted to start recording events like this and add like a little timer to count down when the dialogue's gonna end. Like, just make it more convenient for people using the video. And nothing could make her eyes move. Just like the last time, I'm still not used to saying goodbye. We live in a world where we always leave without saying goodbyes properly. It's time to go. I had to play the bad guy and interrupt her. I took her hand and dragged her out of the room. In the distance, Tesla Zero was flickering with strange lights. I looked at Kongmin and saw her lips quivered, but nothing came out. I nodded to her. See you in the not-so-distant future. Grand Chancellor. Huh? The festive celebration is about to start. The hour has already come? I'll be right there. Wait, where's Her Majesty? I was going to report it. We couldn't find Her Majesty anywhere in the city. Rita lifted her head and seemed to realize something. What's wrong, Grand Chancellor? Never mind, Her Majesty's probably out of the city looking for new adventures. Should we send guards to look for Her Majesty? There's no need. You're dismissed. Poor Rita. To watch Odd Drifter? What's Odd Drifter? Is that a cutscene or an old video, an old event? Or is that something else? After the guard left, Rita began to stroke the blanket and fixated her eyes on the blue fan by the window. Your Majesty. Looks like you're on a long journey now. Now, the one thing that confuses me about this, as far as I know, Rita is also on the Hyperion. Also, this is funny seeing the login screen. It's an old event, Old Odd Drifter. I'm going to assume that's probably the next event. Because they seem to be rerunning all these old events, the Captainverse events, so I guess we'll see. Or was that an event they skipped? Is that the island thing they keep talking about?
Captain on bridge.
You're finally back. How's the past me doing? Oh my gosh. What should I say? You were a handful even as a small child. So you're telling me... Oh, they didn't even go back in the same time, did they? The Kingdom Wars? Like Kingdom Wars Zero, or was there another one? Because if it was the Kingdom Wars, I did do that. I watched all the cutscenes, I think, was it last week? No, it was 2 weeks ago I watched it all. But yeah, that one was, that was a doozy. Especially the ending. The ending was quite sad to see. But geez, this almost makes it sound like they came back at different times. So she got back, met the the original Kingdom Wars. Okay, then I might not have seen that. But they met. He realized that he saved her, so he sent himself back in time to save her again. And then he came back and was greeted by her, who knew where he went, that he went to go save her. I'll take that as a compliment. After I leave tea here, events that involve you should end now. The seed was planted and the story is to be continued. The journey started with you, but won't end with you. Even now, there are travelers like the Hyperion crew who have lost their footing in a bubble universe. To provide shelter for these children, I don't think that sums up the meaning of the journey. What exactly are you seeking? Still so secretive. Sorry, it's a speculation of mine and only time can tell if it's right or wrong. If you say so, right, I've been archiving the observation data of the bubble universes, and I found a few curious points. I plan to compile a collection of reports based on the data, and I'm going to name it Valkyrie Persona. Oh! So Kingdom Wars was the island thing. That was the event that they left out. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Because I was confused that this event talked about stuff that happened after the last event that we didn't get to see. That makes sense. That they left something out. I guess maybe they thought it wasn't as important story-wise, which to be fair, this panned out pretty well story-wise, but okay, that explains a lot. That sounds great. It's quite to my taste. Also, you seem to have a habit of recording the events after every mission, right? What? How do you know? Do I have to remind you what an accomplished astrologist is capable of? The AI database should have covered every detail of past events, but I feel your account is more entertaining. For reference, these files should also have a name of their own. I'm thinking... Hold on, my friend. As the author, I feel I'm entitled to name the series myself. I'm certain mine is better, but I'll hear you out nonetheless. I love her face. Oh my gosh. I pretended to think hard, and uncannily, the first thing that popped up was a story that I used to love reading. It's decided I'm gonna call it Caps Bizarre. Oh my god, why? That's the end? Let me turn off the display capture, go back. Oh, that's the end? They didn't have the stargazing notes. So I think I'm gonna quickly look that up. The stargazing notes. Stargazing notes. Now, the question is, does anyone have all 6 of them up? Because I'm only missing one. If it's anywhere, I'd think it'd be on the wiki, but... I can't find it. There's like walkthroughs and stuff I'm finding. But I can't find the notes. That's sad. I was hoping I could find it. I feel like it'll have the biggest impact of all of them, considering it's the last one. I'll see if I can ask around and find it. If any of you have it, if you guys have finished this event, and you can just take a screenshot, like, I guess you can't really just take a screenshot. It'd probably take like 2 or 3 screenshots, huh? This one would have taken 2. But if anyone could do that for me, I'd love you for it. I'd love to see it. Even if it's not during the stream, I'd just love to know what that last stargazing note is. But, damn. The title makes sense, though. The Chishi Festival at nighttime, and she just poofs, disappears out of nowhere. Because she had to. I won't lie. I kind of don't like the twist that, oh, it's just the golem's broken. The broken golem didn't know you existed, so it wanted you dead. I don't know how much I like that, but regardless, it was a good story. Ah, such a good story. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get everything. I could try doing some of these stages. I don't know if I want to struggle with them. I know this one was really annoying with healing. And then I don't even know what to expect with that one. But I'll probably do those after. What do I get from claiming these? And what can I buy? After this event, the community created a document with the order of the Captain Verse and all the important events. Yeah, I've seen some info about the Captain Verse, not too much. I'll probably have to look for that. But yeah, if there is a link down in the description to my Discord, if you wanted to join and post stuff, I'd appreciate it, just so I can keep track of things. I've been loving this game's lore. I just need to catch up with stuff. I do still need to read all the manga. I was gonna do that last week. Maybe Friday? I'll have to see what I can do, but maybe I can see about doing a manga stream on Friday. I don't know which ones yet. Oh, was that actually enough to finish that, too? And the saddest thing, as much as that's 75%, on this account, I still can't finish. Because of Christmas, I didn't have enough time to finish this event. And this account isn't far enough in the story, and I don't want to skip ahead in the story. Because I don't think you can replay Chapter 26, 27 properly. Not normally. So, this account isn't going to get it, but this is just my story running account, so I don't mind. But that's interesting to know that that actually counted. I thought this wanted me to finish this story, but you only have to go part way. Well, of the rewards that are left, this is the most valuable, so I'll grab all that. But yeah. Oh, and that's just you joining, I'm guessing. Thank you very much. But yeah, if you'd post that stuff, it'd be helpful, just to keep track of it. I know the mangas have an order too. I'm gonna have to go back and check all the order stuff for the manga. Let's see, how much? There's 32 minutes left until this finishes. So I might do Elysian Realm for the rest of stream. We'll see. Here, I'll welcome you while I'm here. But yeah, damn. I'm bummed I didn't get to play it myself, but I'm glad I got to see it all. Because it's kind of funny, I saw almost the latest of the events first. I saw the Brony event, and then I saw the weird Pokemon event that I thought was just a silly side event, and then found out it was a Captain-verse one at the end. I didn't stream that one. I'm really sad I didn't stream that one, because I thought it was just a silly side thing. I kinda just did it in my own time. And then I found out it was canon. Captain's Bizarre Adventure. Oh my gosh, they actually called it that? That's amazing. I love this community. But thank you for that. Actually, I wonder, do you think, does it have any of the info, like the stargazing notes? Oh geez, this is really long. Yeah, no, this is just a description. Holy crap, this is so much to read. I'll have to be careful not to spoil myself, because some of the events, when they come, I would like to see them myself. But I might reread through some of the old events that I've already done. But, yeah. This was such a good side story. Time travel is really hard to get good. Like, to actually make it come out right. And I honestly think the RE0 way is one of the best ways to drag people into a time travel story of someone failing over and over again trying to do it. I don't know which one to bring. I feel like Gloria's probably better geared. And actually, wait. If I get enough to do a poll, I can try one more poll for Hersher of Thunder. So I just realized I haven't bought from the store yet today. There we go, all done. Okay, let's try doing a bit of Elysian Realm. I really need to do these Remembrance Vessels. Actually, that's probably where I'll get enough crystals. I'm not capped, am I? Where does it okay, I'm nowhere near capped. Holy crap. I have, like, none. Okay. Well, what level is everyone? She's only 5. I haven't done that much with this account, apparently. I thought I've done more. But I really badly need to push through this and try and get it. Jeez. Hers is so... so detailed. I think I'll try her first, though. Just because she's almost level 5, and that'll get me 50 crystals. But I do kind of want to try getting normal before tomorrow. So, we'll see what happens. But it's really early in the story, so almost every time I come back, there's cutscenes. So there'll be some story to go still.
到我了吗？ 哎呀，真
I haven't looked up guides for some of the new characters, so I don't know what the best one are. Reduced. I still think this one's really good. I also think the faster recharge is really good, but I think this one's more impactful.
这里的风景真棒，早知道把相机带上了。
Dodging or low health. Can I get something better? She kind of spams ultimate a lot, so I'll try the ultimate thing.
卡罗尔爆弹！第九斩头4号为歼灭地拳！
Gosh, the slow charging feels so bad. Oh, it's not charged. Four turns. There we go. Oh, I didn't change her gear. She still just has support gear on. This isn't gonna go well. That's why she's doing so little damage. Oh well, we'll go as far as I can, see if I can beat easy with this one. Physical breach. She already gets rid of so much defense. Let's just get physical damage. And come on, another... Passive buffs is probably better. Really need to get her some way of getting more SP, but... It's funny, I'm trying to get through this and I still just can't focus on it because I'm still just thinking about the story. I'm still just thinking about that event. I can't focus on this right now. Total damage taken. Oh, I wanted total damage dealt. Oh well, physical breach. Come on, give her a buff. Nope. I guess we're getting a Fuhua buff if I can finish this fast enough. This thing is tanky. I don't know what you're supposed to dodge for those ones, actually. Not getting bonus. Oh well. I'm kind of used to that with this account, but I also just have the wrong gear on, so kind of to be expected. I don't know if this is the last one or not, but nope. Oh, oops. Oh, did she turn around? Okay.
你不必跟随任何人，更不必跟随我。
Oh my gosh, really? Well, I guess total damage. Okay, and to the shop. What is next? Oh, I guess I get Fuhua. I'm gonna finish Fuhua then. Even though ultimate buffs are probably better, but... Sheesh, these are horrible things in the shop. Horrible. I don't even know if this is good, because I don't think boosts to attack speed affect your charge rate, so these are all just bad for... bad luck. I guess I'll just upgrade the physical damage buff from using her ultimate. Eat the cookie even though I don't think I need it. And let's go get our Fuhua buff. I don't think this is gonna go well. I don't think this run is gonna go well at all. I don't even know what's behind me. My camera won't turn. Oh, it's another one. Whoa! They put it in the air. I've never seen that before. Oh, stop it. What? He didn't move. All the other ones dashed, but he didn't. Confusion. This is... Oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that, but probably better. This feels really bad. You can tell that she doesn't have the right gear on. Oh boy. This is gonna be a painful, painful run. Total damage increases, I'd rather that. And give me special signet. So this makes it so you always have max stacks, and this one just makes it so that you gain invulnerability stacks over time. I've never actually used this one before, so I'll try it. I don't think it's the best choice, but... especially considering you see, my health isn't exactly good right now. Oh, for Christ's sake. Well, that lasted long. There's one broken, I think. Bam! my game lagged as I tried to do something and I got hit. Really? Oh, it didn't happen. Wait, did I lose all my stacks already? That's actually kind of sad. I am so good at this game. I might be dead if I get a Callan. I don't think this build can deal with Callan. Thing? I guess the other ones died to the ult. Oh, no. No Callan. I lucked out. I will say, I love this as an endgame mode. Yeah, I don't like it. I love some RNG. I love a little bit of switching it up. Throwing a boss on a normal stage isn't fun. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. And they'll probably never get rid of it because they probably think it's funny. And you know what? I kind of need the SP regen one. Because apparently I am not allowed to have... Oh yeah, this one's on easy mode. This is the last stage. I don't think I can do this, but we'll see. Oh. Oh, and he dodged the last hit of the ult. The one that actually does damage. But yeah, I've gone into this with better builds and failed, so I don't have too much hope for this. Don't do it. Dang it. There goes one stack. Yeah, look how slow the health is going down. I don't have very much hope for this. Oh no. That's 2 stacks I've lost. Oh, I couldn't even see it. They're going to remove Callan, Veneris will fly less. Thank God! Wow, people complained enough. That is good. The Benares flying thing is so annoying. Like, not even the flying like this when he dashes at you. This I don't care. When he goes up into the air doing the ice attacks... Oh no. Well, I lost all my stacks. My skills are now weak. Yeah, there's no way. It's been like 2 minutes of the fight and the boss isn't even half dead, so I'm just gonna fight until my end. But yeah, I'll have to fix my gear. You dashing? Oh! I dodged. Whatever. Fail. Oh well. This is kind of the reality of this account. Because this account doesn't have We get to meet Eden. Wait, Eden doesn't usually sing. At least with people around. Unless she doesn't know.
这是
Music.
是伊甸的歌声
Oh,
哦。
at least he's listening to
我应该和你一起
Eden's
做它吧。
recording. Okay. I forgot how this started. That's Eden. I mentioned her to you, right?
伊甸。
The name came up in
我记得这
conversation
个名字
once.
曾出现在某段对话中。
In conversation
是
in
你
the
带我参观
lounge.
休息室
When
的
you were
时候
showing
吧？
me the lounge. Yep, I
我
knew
就
you
知道
listened
你有好好
carefully to
记
what
住
I
我说过
said.
的话，真开心。伊甸，
Eden, how should
让
I
我想想
describe her to
该怎
you?
么向你介绍她呢？这里的一切都是伊
Everything
甸
you
的
see
馈赠。
here came from her
如果没有她的
donations.
倾囊
Without
相
her
助，
support, the
往事
Elysian
乐
realm
土
couldn't have
甚
come
至
into
可能在立
being.
项阶段就被砍掉了。
听起来他是位慈善家。
Sounds like a philanthropist.
这么说也没错了。
She's that, yes.
她拥有的财富
Her
与
wealth
美
and
名，
reputation is
即便在
unmatched
音
even
节中
among
也
the
无人
flame
可及。
chasers.
模特、艺
Model,
人、
artist,
音乐家、
musician,
主理人、
hostess,
设
and
计师，
designer. She lived a very
在文明
colorful
步入
life
末日
in
之
the old
前，
world.
她在表世界拥有过许许多多的身份。如果说我是
If
可
I'm
爱
the
的化
definition
身，
of cute,
那
then
伊甸
she's
就
the
是美的代
definition
名
of
词。
beautiful.
它是顺应着人们对美的渴求，并它就是那个时代的象征之一。
She was
一
the
颗照
symbol
耀
of
着
our
世界的
time,
巨
a
星。
superstar with a worldwide popularity.
世界巨星，
Hard to believe there would
融
be a
合战士里竟
superstar
然还有这样的人。
mantis.
唉，就算是能说会
What
道
I
的
say
我，
can't do
也
her
没法告
justice.
诉你
Why
它
don't
到底
you
有
go
多
see
好。
her yourself?
不如你亲眼去看看吧。
我会的。
I will.
小心，
Be
它
careful.
有着
Her
不输
beauty
你
can
我的美
match
貌。
either of
可千万
us.
别被
Try
迷住
not to be
了。
too enchanted. I'm gonna assume that's what the lounge is, but I'm just gonna quickly check. Can I do 2? Nope, only 1. And verging. Gosh, I always forget how far behind this account is. Because my main account is a lot further. I made this account to redo the story. I rushed through a lot and I regret it. But my main account is 85, 86 level. And most of this is done. Not completely done, but most of this. Valkyries just receive less damage. That might be a good thing. Actually, the leader enemies might be a good idea. I might save for that. Let's see. Was it? Oh no. I guess it's just saying you might see her, not that you will. Let's claim. Oh, that should give me enough to upgrade the leader enemies thing. Oop, more leader damage. I'm gonna have to do the Remembrance Vessel too. Maybe I'll do like a couple runs and then I can read through Remembrance Vessel things. But before I go, I need to give her the good gear.
One sealed.
I'm really tempted to upgrade her weapons more too, but I don't think I have any cubes right now. I might be able to buy some, but expensive. And I don't have any of these, right? No, because I have to do the Remembrance Vessels. I'm dumb. But now she should do a little bit more damage. And let's hope I can get a better build. Excuse me. I don't know if you heard that, but excuse me.
嗨，我又来了，多夸夸我好吗？我会很开心的哦。
Okay, let's see. Oh, wait, and we saw about Eden, so this might be different. We might run into Eden this time. Each charging reduces, aerial stacks, charging speed accelerates. I might do this just because it makes it easier to hit enemies and dodge when my charges don't take forever. I guess I'll just go with this for now. God, each time I see that message that they're gonna do that, I still can't believe they're actually doing it, because it's something I think everyone has wanted. Jeez, 2 hits. First one does like 89,000. Oh, no. Why does it seem like the second one does so much more? Unless I missaw that first one. Gear's helping, though. You're yet to realize your full potential for sure. Okay. Let's see. Ultimate boost physical. Elemental. Restores 3 SP per second. I would rather damage, but this doesn't really increase damage that much. And to spam her ults, kinda need that. Because it won't give me... Oh wait, it won't give me coins because I don't have coins. We don't have Eden yet. I'm an airhead. Well, hopefully we unlock Eden this time. Oh, 2 of them right there. Why'd you do the furthest one? Well, it's going a lot better though. The gear and the faster charge time is definitely helping. I think that's what I should always start on. Let's see. Total damage, physical damage, or breach. So many things boost total damage, so I'm gonna go for the physical damage. And I guess we can go for Fuha. Or do we refresh to try and get another ultimate one? I'm gonna refresh. Ultimate or her skills would be nice. Ultimate. How did you miss? Or let's just do this while you have impair. I'm also realizing that the Kiana I have is probably horrible for this character because I'm pretty sure doesn't this character already impair enemies, so I don't need a second impair. I should have just kept the gathering from Bronya. Up. I was going to slam attack, but apparently not. Of course, there was another wave. Oh well. I'm honestly also forgetting to use her ultimate. I should be using it way more. It's on such a short cooldown. Good stretch. Well, I guess total damage. I can't remember what his do. Final battle, which all buffs provided increased by 50%. Ultimate or burst mode attacks, hitting enemies 50 times. Okay, that's not happening. I don't hit that fast. That is not designed for her. Oh! Speaking of coins, let's go see Eden. Let's heal first. Now let's go see Eden. crisp notes were dancing between the keys, like an ode to the dawn and an elegy to the dusk. The stars have dimmed, and the cups have dried. My lord, why must you stay in these barren lands? To hear the pain sung, see the truth found. How do you do, visitor? Sorry, I got a bit carried away. It's alright. I hope I didn't disturb you. I'm Raiden Mei. Hi, Miss Raiden. I'm Eden, the fourth one of the Flame Chasers and bearer of the Signets of Gold. Gold? Yes, Ellie's idea. I guess it was meant to represent the wealth I had. I once lived in palaces and tasted the finest wine in the world, but I wouldn't put gold in my name. I'm but an entertainer, a star that shines for the audience. Be it my wealth or the signets, they're all gifts from others. What you just recited. Oh, it's from the finale of The Kingdom After Dusk, an opera from our time. And you once performed in it? Yes. The spotlight was dazzling and the audience was passionate. I miss those days. But it all collapsed after a Honkai event, just like the line, the stars grew dim and the goblet went dry. And for people who don't know, collapse is a really big word for them to use there, because Honkai just comes from the word Honkai, which means collapse. I mean, the game is Honkai in Japan. I don't know why the English changed the name. I'm so sorry. You don't have to apologize, Miss Raiden. Just keep seeking your answers amidst the ruins of the past. But if it's possible, I'd love to hear music from your time. Thanks for asking. You might be able to when the time comes. But for now, please press on. May you leave beautiful rhythms on your trail. To illuminate whatever you can. To take whatever you can. To enjoy all the wealth and brilliance this world covets. Such is the signet of gold. And that's kind of what I need, is restore 1 per second. And I guess we're going to the shop. Oh. My knee just cracked. I guess we're going ultimate buffs again? No, I guess this is the only thing I could buy. And again, physical damage is the rarer stat, so I'll get that. And like I said, I'm gonna get rid of this. I already do impair, so this one's probably better. Freeze enemies. I guess I'll eat that. And let's go. Yeah, it's a lot better. Ah. The frozen thing just fell. course it's Callan. Another one of those cases where it's like, I could have gotten a bonus reward this time. I have the stats, but Callan got in the way. Ooh. And typical Callan things. I was over half health and then suddenly I was dead. That's just how Callan do. I'm used to it. Eden was holding her goblet and leaning against a chair. Eden. Shh. Come here. Eden is drunk and super cute now. Watch this. Eden. Hi, Ellie. Eden, my sweet Eden. Phyllis told me you gave her a gorgeous gem. Oh, it was one of the city council chairmen gave me when I was performing for the National Theatre of Tucker. Rubies from that place have very few impurities. I gave it to Phyllis when I saw how much she liked it. Whoa, it must be splendid. I'd like to see it, too. Ellie, you can go to Phyllis's place and check it out later, but for now, how about this? This sapphire isn't as pure, but the maker went against the gem's nature and rose-cut it. It's the first rose-cut sapphire in the world, and you can have it. Really? Thank you so much, Eden. You're the best. Don't mention it, Ellie. You know I don't care about my possessions. Alicia returned to May. Isn't she cute? She always talks like this and gives out gifts when she's drunk. I don't know about gifts, but I've definitely known some friends who get drunk and they're like overly friendly, constantly complimenting everyone around them. It's really cute. Oh, don't give me that look. I'll return it to her later. But she usually says no. Oh boy. Diverging paths? Do I have enough to get anything important? Reset attempts would be nice. And that's the shop ones, I'm not far enough. Maybe increase how much I have? I think this is the biggest increase in how much I can get, so I'll grab that. Looks like I have more waiting for me here, though. Level her up again, which should give me some crystals. And here, before I continue... Oh, starter event stuff. Even though I don't need the tickets anymore because I'm done. Oh, it's finalizing, so 25 minutes we'll get crystals from that. But it's not going to be enough for a poll. But... I'm still pulling on this because there's only 2 days left on it, so... I'll do my usual silly ritual. I have a lucky die. I'm gonna roll the die. I'm gonna clap my hands that many times. Inhale for that long. Exhale for that long. Bow my head. Then we do the pull. If I had a drink, I'd take a sip of the drink, but no coffee right now. 5. Okay. My model kind of glitched out for a second there when I bowed my head. But let's see. What do we get? Oh. Oh, Umbral Rose. A tease. Banner's a tease. We'll see if I get one of them. I'd honestly be happy with either of them. You know, one of them's a really good support, the other's a really good DPS. I don't think I have any tickets, do I? No, no tickets. And I already did the free pull for that. Let's go get rid of those fragments I got before the game yells at me.
请问有什么吩咐吗？
S. Hey, hey, hey.
多谢您的
S rank.
舰长大人。
So tempting to want to use this one. I don't have the skin on this character, but on this account. On my other account, I think it's this one that I have. I really
是
like.
很珍贵的礼物。
I think this one is coming back soon, or maybe it was in this shop. Oh, that's the wrong one. I haven't done the trial yet? I'll have to do that. Oh, it's probably over. The event probably ended. One that I'm thinking about. But, because I want to wait until at least the, what's it called again? Until the Abyss finalizes. Just because it gives... Actually, wait. It's going to give me 1,400. How much does this give? 120. So that's 260. I will be able to do another poll if I do the skin test. So why not? Let's go look at the skin that I can't get because it's too expensive. Also, I didn't say it. I really need to add a sound. I'll have to see if I can do that. To add a sound that only I can hear that doesn't go on stream. I don't think I can. But Spectre, thank you for subscribing. I think this was an hour ago. And Anime Monster, thank you for subscribing. Oh, let's not waste any XP on this. But yeah, I have my notifications way on the far side, so it's hard to notice them.
决战的时刻到了。预备，点火。
I love this skin so much. It's so... Well, I think the funny thing, I don't actually like the skin that much. And I'm sorry if that offends people. I don't actually like the look of the skin itself. I like her default look better.
审判的时刻到了。
But I really, really
导刃。心炎。
love the effects. The effects on this skin are gorgeous. Just the ultimate, like, cracking reality. And all the, like, tears in space. The effects are so pretty. But I do like her default look a little better. Even if purple's my favorite color, like, I'm not that biased by the color. But it's a really pretty skin. I don't have this character on this account, but on my main account I do have her. I don't have her guns though. Every time I try to pull for her guns, I think I've pulled the middle stigma piece 2 or 3 times. I have bad luck sometimes. PGR, on the other hand, I have really good luck. But this game my luck is horrible with gacha. The game tortures me. Makes me pull over and over again and I fail each time. But oh well, it's fun. But grab the crystals. So now I should be able to do a pull in about 15 minutes. So we'll do another run of Elysian Realm, and after that, we should have enough crystals, and then maybe we can end stream. I think my dinner will be ready with maybe like 45-50 minutes. Hopefully it's not too early. Maybe we can do Remembrance Vessel things if we have time. But let's see, we don't want this because it doesn't work too well with this character. I'm almost tempted to just do the vacuum one, honestly, actually. Just bring things together. Oh, let's try this and see if this makes a difference. It'll make the bosses a little more annoying because this Bronya doesn't do much for bosses, but I will say the fast charging I think is the must-have. I don't think there's anything better than that for this, because she's too slow without it. Ooh, that's a good start. Lucky start. Honkai is just pain. Yeah. But in the long run, the pain is worth it. I mean, and every good story has some pain to it, right? Has emotion. I mean, all the games I play on this channel, I don't really play Genshin as much, though Genshin is going that way. But, like, Honkai has tons of emotions and depression. PGR has a ton of them. I don't know if you play PGR, but Chapter 12, holy crap, it crushed me. I love it. Chapter 12 of PGR is a masterpiece. I would say with Honkai it's always, oh, you're not a real Honkai captain until you've played Chapter 9. I'm gonna say that for PGR, you don't know what PGR is until you've done Chapter 12. Because that was a masterpiece of a chapter. Every chapter before that one I think took me like 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours. That chapter, I think, took me like 5-6 hours to do on stream, and it was worth every single minute. It was such a good one. And then I do Final Fantasy, and you know anything about Final Fantasy XIV? Oh my gosh, does that story go all over the place. But let's see, what can we get? Oh, we can't get the ult cooldown one. I can get the really big ground attacks. More armor shredding. And aerial charging stacks momentum. This one is weird to me because that basically just means constantly do aerial ones, but the aerial ones do less damage. So I think I'd rather get the ground charge. Because this is when we get like the blue charge, right? Yeah, blue charge. Oh my god, there's another one. I mean, I'm not gonna say no. Maybe we can get the ultimate charge thing. Oh, that's not gonna hit anything. Easy. This run's going a lot better. Let's see, what else can we get? Yeah, each charging stage reduces ultimates, so now we can spam ultimates. Do I want to go ultimate buff? I feel like I need to try going for the coins. Please give me Eden, please give me Eden. Ah, no Eden. Oh well. I guess I'll grab this.
迷宫认真拳，尝尝 Spice Girl 的怒火吧！迷宫认真拳。
Punch. Oh, I don't have enough energy. Oh, there's more? Okay, not getting the bonus. And this should finish the stage, I think. Yeah. Fists.
粒粒浮生，无非败而后成。
Physical breach, physical damage. Okay. I said it before, physical damage, like physical and elemental damage buffs are rarer in these buffs, so they're generally better. Shop. God, this is such a weird build. There's literally only one that I can upgrade. Ultimate, I guess. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I want. I want the one that gives me SP. Boost total damage. I guess I'll get the total damage one. I'll upgrade this because I can. I guess I'll eat the biscuit just cause. Don't get mad at me, Phyllis. But keep going. Wow, those knights are not taking like any damage. Well, now they are. How can you take damage from my ult? Come back up. I keep forgetting to do the slam attack. Punch. Punch. Oh, just physical breach. It's the only one that makes sense. I was hoping for SP, but maybe I can get multiple dodges? Maybe? Okay, these are already grouped up, so I'm not gonna waste Bronya for them. Yeah, there's these that are not grouped up. Grouped up. Oh, I didn't fully charge. There we go. This kills? What game? It froze. I let go of the button and she just kept charging. That was weird. Whoa. What did I target? That was weird. It was like she went off the map and then went back behind me. Unless you can hit her projectiles, and that's what it was. Weird though. Okay.
我们使用的武器非常相似。
Can I get extra dodges? Yeah, that's probably the best thing I can do. And then dragon. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't think this is gonna go well.
生生不息。
And now this is boring, but I'm gonna run around in circles so I can get a second heal off because it's the last stage. Apologize. Just waiting for that cooldown. I don't get why it lets me use this button, but it won't let me use my ult button. I wonder if there's any kind of exploit people could do, or if it's like a healing thing, if some characters have an ult that heals. There we go. And now to go potentially get my butt kicked by a dragon, potentially kick the dragon's butt. I don't know. I still think my damage is too low. It's too low and I don't have enough SP. I'm confused. This game does that sometimes, and I feel like a lot of games do that actually. I can't blame just Honkai. A lot of games seem to be like, oh, you dodged? Well, you're still gonna get hit. And that one I couldn't dodge even though I was mashing the button. Yeah. Stun him, but just don't have the time. Not enough damage.
任务
Got her special buffs, but not enough damage buffs. Oh well. I'm probably gonna have to try grinding this off stream a decent bit, which sucks. I want the story to be on stream, but I would also like to be able to finish a normal stage just so that I can get credit. But give her a buff, yep. Enough to upgrade. What upgrades for her? That's 6. More armor shred. You're making me wonder if that should have been something I got. Diverging. It's not quite time for the, what's it called? For the Abyss to finalize. I guess I'll get less damage again. That gets Empress, which is nice. I really need this one to get 2 support Valkyries. But that might be tempting. Oh my gosh, a bot. No bot. Bad. Bad. You. Move. You. Hide. I really wish... You guys can't see this, but the way YouTube tells me, oh, you did this, it covers the last message, so I can't do anything else. But there we go. They are gone. Bad bot. Oh, is there anyone hiding in any of the rooms? Doesn't look like it. But, let's see. We have to unlock some of these, so I'll just open them up. Ones that we've met. And I guess I'll just keep with hers for now until it stops me. I kind of want the sigil thing from Eden. So I might do this one next, actually, because I really want this cup. Oh, I'm gonna have to claim all these. I'm an airhead. But I'll do some of these, and then we can go do a poll before ending stream. Hi, Miss Raiden. How is your journey so far? It's fine. Every time I see you, it reminds me of the past. You remind me of myself when I was young. The pride, the confidence, and the resolve. Back then, I just had my debut and didn't even know if I would get another chance to perform. It's been so long. I thought your career took off instantly. How so? Competition with peers, exploitation by my seniors, and my manager betraying me. The list goes on. But music doesn't lie, and neither does a standing ovation. I always believed no one could ignore my brilliance as long as I kept improving. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. No need to be so polite, Miss Raiden. I'm just telling you my story, and you're a great listener. I'd love to hear more of your stories, Miss Eden. Thank you, Miss Raiden. Should you need my assistance, feel free to ask. I wish you a pleasant journey. Claim that, which technically everyone, you already have that. I don't know why this is a reward. Oh, the Pure aid you. Okay, never mind. I know what that is. That's the random combat things that can happen. Oh, and can't see the next one. But we can read her book, or the note for her. Lately, the talents of a singer named Eden, who stole the spotlight in a recent charity concert, have garnered much attention. Eden is reported to have signed a contract with blank before cutting ties with that company and her agent 2 months ago. Eden contacted the concert organizer on her own to secure her spot in the event. The concert did not attract a large audience, but those who attended it were apparently amazed by her singing. Some even recorded her performance and uploaded it to the internet in an attempt to figure out whether she was someone famous, which became the turning point of her popularity. Professional singers praised her talent. It's rare that someone her age can sing at this level. I can imagine the sheer amount of effort she has put in. Coupled with her sensational voice, she will likely rise to stardom in the music industry. Critics, however, expressed their concerns. Her singing was quite remarkable, but it's too early to tout her as a new star. As can be seen from the videos, her musical expression still leaves much to be desired, and her limited repertoire tells us nothing about her versatility. She may turn out to be another viral one-hit wonder. After interviewing Eden's ex-manager, we discovered that Eden apparently has her own musical standards and often refuses to sing in booked gigs. Only time will tell whether this is the ego of an ignorant newcomer or the insight of an emerging artist. This kind of stuff, and what she said, is so true. Of people who try to get big into something, like, you need a helping hand, but people are gonna try and use you. They think they know better. Gain Singer's memory and unlock Flame Chaser's story. Let's claim some of these. Does that mean that's all I needed to do? No. Oh. I have to unlock Sakura to do more. Okay. Guess we know where we're going next then. Let me claim anything I have that I haven't claimed yet. Haven't done this guy. I gotta do Sakura.
不知道你的旅途是否顺利？
I don't know how
但你
you
至少看
fared,
上去并
but
不
at
大碍。
least you're still in one piece.
还好，
Yes, I'm fine.
虽
The
然路途
Elysian
中
realm
存
is
在着许多
riddled
从未
with
见过的
unknown
敌人，
enemies,
但
but
这
it
对我
turned
而
out
言
to be a
同样也
valuable
是宝贵的经验。
experience.
而且，
And,
如
if
果我
I'm
没
not
猜错的
mistaken,
话，
you faced all
他
of
们应
them
该都是
before,
你们所曾
right?
面对过的敌人吧？有些是，
Only
有
some
些
of
不是。你
them.
并不是第一个来到这里的
You're
人，
not the first to come here,
而每一
and
个曾抵
everyone
达
who
过
came
这里的
before
人，
left unique
都会在乐
marks.
途中留下一些独属于他的印记。乐土影响了
The
他们，
Elysian realm changed them,
Artama,
and in return, they
同时也影响
changed
了
the
乐土
realm,
中的环境。
including the enemies.
很抱歉，
Sorry, that's
我
the
只能
best
给你这样
answer
模
I
糊的
can
回
give
答。
you right now.
如果
If
你
you
来
run
遇
into
见苏的
Sue,
话，
he might give a better
我想他应该能
explanation.
给你一个更为准确的解释。我或许已经明白
I
了。
think I understand.
不，
No, you
现
don't
在
know
你对
nearly
乐土的
enough.
了解还远远
Don't
不
jump
够
to。conclusions.
在与乐土中的敌
When
人战斗
fighting
时，
enemies in the Elysian
你甚至
realm,
可能会观
you
察
can
到我
even
们曾
sense
经的
the
恐惧，
fear and inner darkness we
和内
once
心的阴翳。
experienced.
那是远比敌人
That's
本身更
something
为可
far
怕
more
的东西。
terrifying than your
你一定要
enemies.
多加小
You
心。
must guard against it.
这是什么意思？
What does that mean?
牙医小姐，
In your eyes,
在你
which
看
is more
来，
difficult,
斩
to
杀一
kill
只
a
崩坏
Honkai
兽
beast
与
or
斩
a
杀一名
human
普通的
villain?
恶徒。崩坏兽
A Honkai beast?
不
No.
是斩杀一名
Killing
恶
a
徒更
villain
难。
is more
为什
difficult.
么？
Why?
因为即使快至刹那
Even
之
with a
间，
blade as fast as
你还是
Setsuna,
无
you
法
can't
斩断
kill
那
the
恶徒
evil
心
in
中
the
的恶
heart of a
意，如
villain.
躯复骨。
It's like a stain that
藕断
never
丝连。
washes off. You can't change people.
你的确是个特殊的存在，
You're something
站在人类
special,
一方
a
的律
Hersher
者
fighting
并不
for
多见。
humanity.
所以呢，
So,
没什么。
nothing.
你自
Just
己
look
当心些
out
就
for
好。
yourself. Just look out for yourself.
英，
Sakura,
什么事就
just
直
say
说
what you
吧。
wish to say.
或许是我多虑了，
Maybe I'm overthinking this.
我所担
What's
忧的
been
事
worrying
情
me has
到现
never
在还没有发
happened,
生过。
not even once.
但每当有特殊的来访者
But
出
whenever
现
a
时，
special visitor
我都还
comes,
是会
I'd
像这
remind them
样
like
提醒他一
this.
次。请继续，
Please go on.
我已经说完了，
I've finished.
倒是很符合这里一贯的
Everyone
风
is
格。
talking in riddles here.
我
I'm
还是自
getting
己问
used to
吧。
that.
特殊的来访者，
Special visitor? Could you
能
give
再
me
举
an
个例子吗？
example?
我曾见过一位
I
全
once
身
saw a
都替换成了
cyborg
机
coming
械。
here, who by
按理
no
来说，
means could
根本无
awaken
法
a
觉醒圣
stigma.
痕的人来到了这里。在我看来，
In a way,
他可
he
能在
was
某些
even more
方面
special
比你
than
还要
you.
特殊。为什么越是特殊的人，
Why do
就
the
越需要
special
小心
ones？have to be extra careful?
牙医小姐，
You probably
你或许
don't know
并不了
about the
解烛火之
moths
蛾，
or the plans they
也并
came
不
up
了解
with
他为
to
了战胜
defeat
崩坏
Honkai.
而制定的一个又一个计划。否则，
Otherwise,
会意识
you'd
到
have realized
往
that the
事乐土
reason for
存
the
在的意义
Elysian realm's
实在是过于单
existence
纯。
couldn't be that simple.
那位梅博士，
Dr. May,
以我
from
对
what
他的
I've
了
heard
解，
about her, there's no
他
way
不可
she
能会
would
认为
deem
这
this
是一个行之
program
有效的计
viable.
划。在你看来，
So you
往事乐
believe
土
the
的存在另
Elysian
有
realm
目的。
exists for other purposes, don't you?
从某种程度上
To
来
a
说，
certain extent,
烛火
every
之蛾的
moth's
每一个计
program
划
served some
都可以
ulterior
算是另有目
motives.
的，只是很少会有
But
人知
few
道
people know what
那
they
目的
are.
究竟是什么。所以，
So
我也只能
reminding
提
you to
醒
be
你
extra
多
careful
加小
is the
心。
best I can do.
我应该小心什么？
What should I watch out for?
阴影，
A shadow.
阴影，
A shadow.
没错，
That's
阴
right.
影。烛火者追逐
The
着烈
flame
火前
chasers
行，
chase the flames,
而流
and the
火
flames
也在
cast
烛
a
火者的
giant
身后投
shadow
下了他们的
behind
阴
the
影。
flame chasers.
你要小心，
Watch out for the
烛火
shadow
之
of
蛾的
the
阴影，
moths.
它就存
She's
在于
here.
这里，而且
And I can
我能
feel
感觉
it.
得到，
She has her eye on you.
它应该已经盯上你了。
Everything makes it seem like they're talking about Mobius, but there's a bunch of flame chasers we haven't met yet. And we know that one of the psychic flame chasers is like a psychopath. Like they were under severe lockdown and everyone's terrified of them. Can't remember their name. I'm pretty sure it's talked about at one point, but yeah. It's a scary thought. Oh, nope, that one I can't do. Mad King's Memory. Let's read about these. Yes, the length and frequency of dreams are both increasing. Sometimes I can't even tell them apart from reality. Dr. Mobius, I know that surgery changed me forever, but what did it change? Rest assured that they're normal post-operative complications. You should stop worrying. But Sakura, can you tell me what you've dreamed of in detail? The snake-eyed girl was still adapting to her body. She tried straightening her back and arm to reach the lab apparatuses placed above her, but was still dozens of centimeters short. Oh, poor Mobius, too tiny. This must be when Mobius had turned into a kid. Because I know, as far as we know, Mobius is like aging backwards. Because I have seen further than this. Again, I rushed through a lot of this stuff, so this stuff I might have missed. But I know Mobius seems to age backwards, and it seems to be when she dies. If she dies, she comes back to life like a little bit younger. And then one day people came in and suddenly she was like a child. This must be around that point. I dreamed of growing wings of brightly colored feathers, at times red and at times yellow. I soared the sky with the wings, as if I'd never fall, but in a matter of seconds my legs had sunk into a mire, and the surroundings became thick as a mire, even the light as well. I couldn't climb out of the mire. Soon I felt hungry. I scooped something out and gnawed it mindlessly, but when I came to my senses, I found I was eating the person closest to me. Dr. Mobius, why did I dream of this? Oh, it's a beautiful scene. She was not listening. Her mind was on the test tube high on the shelf. It was bubbling violently, a sign that it could disrupt the entire experiment. What a drag. Sakura, can you help me out? Sakura sighed, stepped forward. She wrapped her arms around the girl's waist and lifted her up. Finally got it. Good thing it's still usable. Sakura, you can put me down. Sakura, did you hear me? Put me down. I'm sorry, Doctor. My mind wandered off again. Sakura placed the girl back on her chair. She seemed to be waiting for an answer. Told you before, they're perfectly normal post-operative complications. You woke up on your own and are talking to me, which means you're fine. Rest easy. I know what you're anxious about. You're fortunate enough to not have turned into something like Kevin or me. Yeah? We've heard that they're pretty weird. Although, based on... what chapter is it? Chapter 12? When we see Kevin's memories, Kevin and Mobius are probably chimeras. They're not just mantises. Because they were researching a way to have a mantis with more than one Honkai beast. That's probably why they're so terrifying. Let's look at a deal. The episode had ended a while before Kevin escorted Dr. May there. On the way, her eyes remained shut as Kevin took her by the hand to guide her. This was one of the few things Kevin insisted on. He believed that what was waiting in store for him and May would inevitably leave them bitter and ruthless. Though he could do nothing about it, he still hoped that day would not arrive too soon. That was the reason Kevin demanded that May keep her eyes closed no matter what as they traversed the red corridor. It was a long walk to their destination, a hidden cell. Luckily, its inhabitant was very patient. She did not dislike waiting, for she was used to it. The cell door was unlocked and pushed open easily. Kevin, can you leave us for a minute? Kevin did not answer. He observed the pink-haired girl before him, her eyes, her subtle hand movements, and the sheathed blade on her waist. Kevin shook his head. He refused to go. Even if she did end up her end of the bargain, he still found the blade-like girl to be extremely dangerous and untrustworthy. Okay. May closed her eyes, sighed, then looked at the imprisoned girl. I'm sorry for making you wait, Miss Sakura. I did what the man told me. Now it's your turn to fulfill the agreement. I've erased all traces related to you. Now only Kevin and I were by the lake that night, and Kevin's injuries were caused by a mere accident. You don't seem to be lying. Then we're done here. Farewell. The girl brushed past them on her way out of the cell. Sakura, I hope you will consider what I told you. The girl stopped. Sakura, you should know there's only so much an individual can do. You can protect her now, but when the Honkai befalls us again, will you be able to do the same? Sakura, I hope you will join the moths. In a split second, Sakura had pressed her blade against Dr. May's throat, and Kevin was holding his pistol against Sakura's forehead. You shouldn't know about her. Sakura, please calm down. This is not coercion, but realistic thinking. Your appearance made me realize what we're up against isn't just Honkai. We need someone like you. You, Sakura. You know well, as I do, times have changed. Nowadays, you cannot protect anything alone, with only a blade. If you still want to leave, go now. No one will stop you, but no one will ever speak of this deal to you again. A disaster like that, what you call Honkai, will happen again? Yes, and more than once. The girl closed her eyes. They heard a sigh, then a blade sliding into its scabbard. Sakura, welcome to the moths. It's heartbreaking knowing what happens. This one, nope, still not unlocked. I think that one's actually a dialogue, so I'd have to do more gameplay. But let's see, where's Diverging Paths? I'll do an upgrade and then... Oh. 2% more damage or 3% against leaders. I think I'll just finish this one. But... that finishes. We get that, then I go in here, and that finishes. Yeah, I have to try finishing one of these two, either Universal Mirage, which is really hard at this level, or getting to the normal, which is why I've been doing Elysian Realm. I will save all of the Remembrance Vessels for stream, but I mean, I can't control when I get the cutscenes when I finish levels, so... those will probably end up just happening. Only more stuff. And we got one more pull. You can't hear me. Were you having trouble, like you can't hear me at all right now? Or you couldn't hear me when I was reading stuff? I might have been mumbling a little quiet. I apologize if I was. But I was mentioning that I'm probably going to keep doing the Elysian Realm because I need to try and get normal done in order to complete my beginner missions, which end tomorrow. And I can't control whether the missions end, like not missions end. I'm an airhead. I can't control when I get cutscenes after matches, but all of the Remembrance Vessel stuff, I will only do on stream. I'll save that stuff for stream. And I can read it all on the stream when I get them. But let's try doing this one pull, and then I'm probably gonna be done. Geesh, it's already so late. This is what happens when I sleep in. I really need to find a way to fix my sleep schedule. But yeah, here we go. Hope. See what we get. Money. Just money. We'll just pretend it's a gift from Eden. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for dropping in and watching, for seeing that beautiful event story of Vanished with the Stars. I'm not sure if it's my favorite. It was really good, but I mean, Brony's event was really good too. I think this one had a better payoff at the end. Kasumi's story though was really good too. I don't know, I love all the stories MiHoYo's been putting into this game. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. As I said earlier, I do have a Discord down in the description below, as well as my Twitter. Both those places are where I announce all my streams and try to keep up with people. And other than that, I'm going to be streaming later tonight in about 6 hours. I'm going to be streaming my Final Fantasy XIV raids with friends. We've re-cleared the first 2 fights yesterday, so we're going to be trying to maybe clear the 3rd fight tonight. We'll see how far we get. I gotta watch some videos. I gotta make sure I know all the mechanics. Last night was a mess when we went and did the 3rd fight for a little bit. But other than that, I'm not sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow morning, but we will do another raid stream tomorrow night. And Friday for sure, I'll be streaming in the morning. It'll probably be a manga reading stream, but I'm not 100% yet. Oh, wait. APHO2 should be out. Tomorrow or Friday, I'll probably do APHO2. So that means the manga reading stream might be on Monday. We'll see. But I'll try to make it a longer stream. I'll try not to stay up too late on Sunday. That way we can have a longer reading stream and just try and get through multiple of them. I want to get through the ones that are supposed to be read near the beginning of the story. I never read Escape from Nagazora. Still need to read Ellen Platinus. So I'll find a few of the mangas. I'll set up an overlay for it and we can read those on stream. And work our way towards Second Eruption, because I've been excited for that one. I'm worried for it, but I'm excited. But that's a long one. And once we start reading Second Eruption, that's all we're reading until we're done it. And hopefully I can get that done within reasonable time. Maybe I'll have multiple streams in 1 week where I'm just reading Second Eruption. But yeah. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I can't talk, I'm tired. But yeah, thanks everybody. I love you guys. And I will see you guys later tonight if you want to watch the Final Fantasy raids. Otherwise, I will most likely see you tomorrow or Friday for APHO2. Rah.